Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, I've got another wheelbarrow. You think they've had the wear out of this tyre? We'll come back to that shortly. But the main reason we're here today, as in the title, I am the proud winner of a FC3000. You can probably see I've already got things out of the box. I couldn't put it back together. I did mention to MarsHydro that needed to be fixed in a little bit better, not just placed in, because it did drop out. So just be aware when you're opening any LED lights, especially with the light controls, that they may not be fixed, and that wasn't. But nice big box. You may remember, I'll put the card and the end screen up for my review on my SP150 18-month review, and that was part of a competition, and I got third prize for MarsHydro Best Reviewer. So this is my prize, another LED grow light. So I did pull the it does come really well packaged to be right, but the actual controller was just dropped in, and it did fall out, so hopefully they'll sort that out. It is well packaged. And that looks really good. I'm looking forward to putting this together. I'm not going to do that today, but I will show you in a future video where I've put this. It's probably going to be in the middle of the greenhouse grow room to shed a little bit of light on everything, but it does look a handy piece of kit, so I'm looking forward to that. Again, we do get you can join several of these together. That's one of the joining cables. I presume there's 4 support clips there. They're probably the screw things for that. Just have to read the instructions. Again, we've got the 2 mounting adjustable straps. We've seen those before. It's always best to get things out, read the instructions properly, and then put everything together. But again, everything looks really good. This is quite a heavy piece of kit, so I shan't be attaching it to that. I'll do it remotely. And again, there's the connections, the on-off switch at the front and the back, similar to the other one that we've got, the SP1000, and then the adjustable from maximum down to minimum. And I'll show you shortly what I've got under the TS1000, I think, or TS6, I can't remember now. I've got that many in there, but overall pleased with plenty of cable, and we'll get that set up and ensure this is in a dry area, and of course always have those circuit breakers in place. A quick show around of what we've got going on in the greenhouse grow room at the moment, and all the links to the MarsHydro stores are in the description below if you want to take a little look. So these are some of the lettuce that are a little bit behind on the others that we're going to show you shortly. Another successional sowing of the pongo beans. Still haven't done nothing with Mrs. K's spare forget-me-nots. And 5th sowing of the peas. So at the moment we've got one of the LED lights there on these. We've got a little bit of lettuce coming on, and some of these are just a little bit behind. So I've sowed all the seed at the same time, but obviously the bigger ones, you may have seen them already up at the plot in the street lamp covers, and I've cut all the old capillary matting up, and we're using that in the bottom of these because these trays don't sit in properly, and it's been working really well. You can see that the pots don't quite sit in, so I've got 3 of those squares in that one in that one, similar to these, and that's enough to get water from the capillary matting into that and then into the bottom of the pots, and they're holding water nicely. So that's working out really well. So we need to get some lights here, we've got the TS600 there. For the devil of me, I can't remember whether that's the TS1000 that we got, but it's all in the description below. The potatoes, the last of the Charlottes have now gone, so we've got here the Lady Crystal, there the Morris Bard, and these are Sarpos, Sarpo Mira, and there's even potatoes growing on the chits, so they're desperate. I keep soaking them, but I don't know how much longer they'll last, but I'm hoping they'll last quite a while so that I can keep successionally sowing every 2 weeks right up to Christmas into January. I just like to keep hydrating them. I was expecting them to go rotten, but they're not doing too bad considering they cost me nothing, and all it's costing me is a little bit of electricity to keep the temperature down. Just hope Mrs. K doesn't find out. So like we said, this wheelbarrow's had a bit of a tough life. It wasn't far away from my house, and I grabbed it as soon as I saw it before the scrapman had it. And the tyre size is 3.58, so we've got one there that we can slip onto that plastic rim. It's a different design to this, so we're just going to take the wheel and tyre off that and place it on there. I've had to use the angle grinder to cut the nut, the thread off the bottom of the nut, so that the nut would, I've only got to take the nut off the length of the nut itself. It's still tough to do, but it would never have got the whole lot off, and it looks like somebody'd already done it because they're supposed to be flat-headed at the top. It doesn't matter what bolts you put in at the end of the day. Some bolts from a donor wheelbarrow. And of course the grease came out of a skip. That'll do me. I'll take the old tape off and that handle. It's very fragile, brittle. And and a little bit of friendly persuasion on the bits of cement in there. Yeah, I bet that's a bit lighter. Didn't want to knock too much of the cement off because I think that's all that's holding the barrel together. Whoops. So don't forget, check out the end screens for the MarsHydro LED lights and their shops. I'll put those in again down the bottom. This will go to a fellow plot holder probably, and probably get a swap for another couple of bags of compost. I don't deal with money at the allotment, we always do swapsies, and there'll be a wheelbarrow playlist on the end screen as well. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.